Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades Baseball. The Show Me Sports Network will recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball is brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mawkins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, Hitachi ABB Power Grid, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Renegades Radio Network. Now, here's the voice of the Show Me Sports Network and the Jefferson City Renegades Radio Network, Blake Gazaway.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gazaway here with you as we come to you from Chillicothe, as the Jeff City Renegades are going to be taking on the Chillicothe Mudcats here in just a few minutes, as tonight's ball game, a North versus South matchup, hopefully goes better than the All-Star game last night. That went in favor of 5-3 in favor of the North Division. It was a fun game to watch. Had the home run derby as well. That was a lot of fun. But final went 5-3 in favor of the North Division. As we said, we're here in Chillicothe at Schaefer Stadium. Nice little ballpark here about 2.5 hours from Jeff City, just up the road, as we are about 6-7 minutes away from getting our ball game underway. We'll take a look at your starting lineups here momentarily, as well as get you set for first pitch. As bringing you the broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, be sure and like our Facebook page. It's a good way to follow what the team's doing, what's going on, and all the various happenings that the Renegades have, as well as our network does. So hopefully you enjoyed tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break real quick and be back, and we'll get you set for starting lineups as you listen to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network. There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care. We'll go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups for tonight's contest for the Jeff City Renegades, who are the visiting squad. They enter with a record of 12-3 as they sit in the Mink League Division. In the South Division, they sit third with that record. Well, they're tied, actually, for second, rather. Now look at that. Sedalia Bombers and both have a 12-3 8-13 record. Joplin Outlaws sit atop at 11-11. Lady Griffins at 10-15, 2.5 games back. They're at the bottom of the division. Just a half game separates Joplin from the Sedalia Bombers and the Jeff City Renegades. Taking a look at those starting lineups, though, for the Renegades, as they will start off with catcher Caden Deal. He will bat first, batting second, playing left field Tommy Reether. Batting third, playing center field David Dell. On first base, batting fourth, Carter Mice. Designated hitter for tonight will be Hamilton Anderson. He'll bat fifth. He came in second in the home run derby last night at historic Ernie Vivian Field. He did a great representation for the Renegades. Batting sixth will be right fielder and Andrew Patton. Batting seventh will be shortstop Joseph Kuhlholz. Batting eighth will be third baseman Seth DeNoyer. And batting ninth will be second baseman Drew Mize, just his second game that he has had in the Renegades uniform. And on the mound will be Xander Lovin, as he will get his start. Pull up his line here. He will get just his third start of the season, has pitched in 7 games. We'll get to his lineup as we get a little further on into the game. Taking a look at the Chillicothe Mudcats. They set a 9-11 on the season. They're a 9.5 game skid as they sit third in the North Division. Corinda A's sit out front 20-3. Second in the division, the St. Joseph Mustangs, they're 11-11, 8.5 games back. Mudcats 9.5 games back. And the Des Moines Peak Prospects, they are 7-15, 12.5 games back in that North Division. Not much of a close race there. For the Mudcats, though, they will start designated hitter in Zach Stewart. Batting second will be center fielder Braden Brewer. Batting third will be Josh Schweinhardt. He'll be in right field. He was named the MVP of the All-Star game last night. Batting fourth, playing third base, will be Lucas Luce. Batting fifth on first base, Tanner Sears. Batting sixth in left field will be Grayson Barrett. Catching tonight's game, batting seventh will be Jackson Hoda. Batting eighth on second base, Blake Failer. And playing shortstop, batting ninth, will be Peyton Allen to round out their starting lineup. And on the mound will be Cole Maminga. So Maminga will be on the mound. We'll get his stats in just a little bit as he will take the mound. This will be his 7th game that he has pitched in. Hasn't started any, hasn't saved any, but has a record of 0-1. So we'll get that here in just a little bit. As we said, Renegades riding a 1-game losing skid here as they found a way to win 3 in a row and dropped their last game. As that was at Joplin. They dropped it to the Outlaws by a 9-7 final. They were able to win the last 3. That started Friday the 2nd. That was at Joplin, a 6-2 win. Then they beat Nevada at Nevada. That 8-3 was the final. And then they had the day off Sunday. Monday was back on the road at Sedalia. They beat the Bombers in a run-ruled game and a shortened game, 11-1, and lost on Tuesday to the Outlaws. Wednesday, well, the players were busy, but in different capacities, as we had the celebrity softball tournament that was to benefit Special Olympics. $1,000 donation was given to Special Olympics in Missouri, so great opportunity to support their cause. A lot of fun. Had local celebrities playing and had Renegades players there coaching and umpiring and everything else, and everybody had a great time at the ballpark. Then last night we said the home run derby as well as the All-Star game. 9 Renegades players were selected to represent the Renegades in the All-Star game, and everybody got a chance to play. The pitchers all got at least an inning of work. Had a lot of fun at the ballpark. Other games around the Mink League this evening. The Nevada Griffins are playing at Lions Stadium in Nevada. They're hosting the Joplin Outlaws. That in a South Division matchup. Sedalia Bombers, they're at home again. They're playing the St. Joseph Mustangs, hosting the Mustangs at Liberty Park Stadium. And, of course, our game here at Chillicothe as the Mudcats hosting the Renegades here at Schaefer Park. We'll see if we actually get the game in tomorrow. We're supposed to travel back here tomorrow to take on the Mudcats. That's set for a 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll see if that game gets underway. Looking at the weather forecast, it's not very hopeful. And then on Sunday, we'll travel to Joplin and take on the Outlaws. And then Monday, doubleheader at Des Moines. And then back at home at historic Ernie Vivian Field on Tuesday night as the Sedalia Bombers come to town. Let's take a look at Cole Maminga. His record, we said he's 0-1, has 6 games pitched and 11.57 ERA. He's pitched in 11 and 2/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, 12 walks, giving up 15 hits. He's 185-pound sophomore from University of Minnesota Morris. He's 6'3". Hometown is Hibbing, Minnesota, right-handed thrower. So he will lead off the ball game, as Caden Deal will lead off our ball game. He is catching tonight's game. First pitch to him, going to be sliced, foul. So he'll be down in the count at 0-1. Don't have a net over my head, so I'm going to have to pay attention to some of those foul balls. So Deal down in the count at 0-1. That one misses outside, evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Deal, a freshman at Northwest Missouri State, 175-pound, 5'10". He's from O'Fallon, Missouri. He's going to hit a line drive caught on the fly by the second baseman. So that'll be out number 1. Didn't quite get much under it, but second baseman catches it. Left fielder Tommy Reether will step in. As Reether, a left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. He's 5'10", 190-pound sophomore at Missouri S&T. He's from Washington, Missouri. As he steps in, again, left-handed side of the plate. First pitch inside. Taken for ball 1. Reether hitting a .250 this season. Next offering on the way. That one in there called strike 1. We're just after 7 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Gazaway with you. So we've been all season long for the Renegades. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Next offering. That one downstairs misses. That'll put Reether ahead in the count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Ballpark very quiet here this evening as they celebrate military personnel. Next pitch, that one's going to be a little chopper hit to the second baseman. He'll glove. Double clutch, throw to first base. Get the out there. That goes as a 4-3 putout. And that will be out number 2. Center fielder David Dell will step in. He's leading the team with a .333 average. Dell, a freshman at Columbia College, 170-pounders. He's 6 foot tall. He's from Jefferson City. He's a right-handed batter, right-handed thrower. As we said, he is hitting a .333, leading the team. First pitch to him, taken for strike 1. So he'll be down in the count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. As we play in the top of the first inning, neither team has scored yet. Carter Mize will be in the on-deck circle. Next pitch on the way. Dell's going to hit that one down third base line. It's going to go foul. Just hooked it, got into foul territory. So he will trot back to home plate as he was almost near second base. So he'll come back. He'll be down to the count. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Maminga on the mound for the Mudcats. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the first inning. That pitch, that one's going to be fouled right in front of me. And it's going to be caught by the catcher as out number 3 in foul territory. So 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Goodell Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Goodell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
We'll go to the bottom of the first inning as on the mound for the Renegades getting the start tonight. That is Xander Lovin. He is a Columbia, Missouri native, right-handed thrower, 6 foot, 185 pounds. He's a sophomore at Northwest Missouri State. Lovin has started 2 games. This will make his 3rd tonight. He has pitched in 7 games total, has a record of 1-1. He has an ERA of 3.08. And has 11 2/3 innings worked, 8 strikeouts, 7 walks, giving up 11 hits. That's his line. So they'll lead off with their designated hitter, Zach Stewart. Stewart hitting a .294 entering today's game. Lovin's first offering to him. Going to be swung on and foul tipped it. So count by deal. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike to count. Lovin again looks in, gets the sign. That pitch misses for ball 1. I'll even hit it. 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch low, called a ball as well. That takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Next offering from Lovin, that one upstairs. So that makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Lovin. Next offering, that one swung on and missed. Blew it by him there. That takes us full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Stewart will ask for time as he digs in. Payoff pitch from Lovin on the way. That one outside walked him. So leadoff walk issued to Stewart. Now stepping in, center fielder in Braden Brewer. Brewer hitting a .322. He was in the home run derby last night representing the Mudcats. Said he's hitting a .322. Has 19 hits and 59 at-bats, including 3 doubles and 2 triples. Has 8 RBIs, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts. So he will dig in. That one's going to be fouled out of play. A bunch of the kids go scamper for that. So he'll be down to the count at no balls and 1 strike. It's a muggy evening, says 72 degrees, but it feels much warmer than that. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. So he'll be down to the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here, runner on first base. That's Stewart after getting the leadoff walk. Throw over to first base. No tag applied by Mize. Stewart back safely. That pitch is going to be fouled off. So they'll stay at no balls and 2 strikes. As Lovin looking for the first out of the ball game here. Runner on first base after being issued a leadoff walk. The deal will go through the signs behind the plate. Lovin will check on the runner at first. Now the 0-2 offering. That one's going to be hit up the middle. Mize will glove it, throw to second, on to first. Not in time, so they get a fielder's choice, get Stewart out for out number 1. As that goes as a 6-4 fielder's choice. So Josh Swinehart, the right fielder, he will step in. He was last night's MVP. Had a monster home run over the left field wall. That gave the North the lead. They never surrendered that lead. One out here, runner on first base. That pitch downstairs in the dirt, ball one. Swinehart heading the count, 1 ball, no strikes in the on-deck circle, third baseman Lucas Luce. Swinehart hitting a .333 this season with 21 hits. They're over to first base. Runner back safely. So 1 ball, no strike count, 1 out. Brewer on first base. He'll take a short lead over there. Next offering, that one upstairs. That makes it 2 balls, no strikes. It's 11 again. Like to hit into this double play. He'll toe the rubber. He'll look in, get the sign, gets his lead foot planted. That pitch called for strike 1. That takes it 2 balls, 1 strike to count. So we said it is a muggy night here in Chillicothe. Hopefully we can get this ball game in before the rain hits. Most importantly, I'd like to get the game in, get everything packed up before the rain hits. That pitch missed for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Runner on first base, 1 out here. So we play bottom of the first inning. 11, long look in, gets the sign. Right-handed thrower is going to be skied a mile in the air. Going back on it is Dell. He'll make the grab for out number 2 in center field. That will be fly out to center field for out number 2. So third baseman Lucas Luce steps in. He's a right-handed batter. He's hitting a .222. Played in 17 games, 14 hits and 63 at-bats. Has 3 doubles, 2 triples. So 2 outs, runner on first base. First pitch to him, misses. A late called strike. It didn't miss by much, because it didn't miss by any. Called strike 1. 11 trying to face 1 more than the minimum and get out of the first leadoff walk that he gave up. Throw over to first base, back in time. That's Brewer. Luce will dig back in. 2 outs here. Next pitch, that's going to be fouled off of himself and off of Caden Deal. Mize will jog in. Toss it back to Deal behind home plate. Don't see him an awful lot behind home plate, but he does a great job while he's back there. Very much a utility player. I really think you could put him on any position and he would do quite well. 11 looks back in. He'll get the sign. Runner goes to second. And that ball gets by Mize, as it'll be first and third. I don't think he located that ball very quickly. Runner's going to go home. And smart play, as runner's going to be safe. So miscues there, mental miscues by the Renegades, as Brewer is going to go all the way around from first base and score, as Luce will be standing on first base. So Tanner Sears will step in. Sears hitting a .306 on the season. He's played in 16 games, has 19 hits. Had 8 RBIs, 9 walks, 2 hit by pitch. He struck out 16 times. He'll be standing in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch to him, down, ball 1. Brewer did get a head start there as hit and run was on. He was taking second. That one's going to be fouled out of play. So that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He'll dig back in, has the stars and stripes on his bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A pitch low, ball 2. We play here in the bottom of the first inning. Mudcats leading 1-0 on a great heads-up play by Chillicothe to score the runner from first base. A pitch outside. Takes it to 3 balls, 1 strike. So Sears will dig back in. 11. Will go through the signs once again. He'll get what he's looking for. That offering is going to be a chopper, slow roller, and it's going to be a tough play throw to first, and they're going to get him in a 1-3 put out. So that will be out number 1. Sorry, that will be a 1-3 put out number 3. 1 run scored in the inning, as it'll be the Mudcats 1, Renegades 0. We'll pause here and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given 1 set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Goodell Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Goodell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Mize from St. Louis, Missouri, a left-handed batter, left-handed thrower. He's a 6'2", 200-pounder, a junior at Missouri Baptist.
Now to bat, the first baseman, number 14, Carter Mize.
As Mize enters with a 3.05. Has a team leading 29 hits and tied for the most home runs on the team with 4. That's tied with Hamilton Anderson, who's in the on-deck circle. Anderson just 3 hits behind Mize. Mize will dig in. First pitch, ball 1. Bugs are out thick tonight. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. Next offering on the way to Mize. That one hits the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. I'll take it 1 ball and 1 strike to count as Mudcats lead 1-0. Mize will dig back in. 1-1 offering on its way. He'll foul that one back. So it'll go 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mize again playing in 25 games. That's another stat that he leads the team in. He's only missed 1 game. He is Mr. Ironman right now. He has played in 25 games of the 26, that ball in the dirt. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Said team leading 29 hits. He's got in this 2021 Mink League campaign for the Jeff City Renegades. 2-2 offering. That one downstairs will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mize looking to get aboard on his first plate appearance here. He's got 6 stolen bases as well, 11 walks, 1 hit by pitch. Payoff pitch. He's going to hit that one a mile in the air. That's going to go out of play over by the restrooms.
Remember, kids, any foul balls will be taken to the concession stand for free small drinks. Make sure you're going to know the foul balls in.
So that'll be still a full count. Dominguez payoff pitch on its way. That one downstairs. So Mize has issued a 7-pitch walk. So he'll be aboard As designated hitter, Hamilton Anderson steps in. Anderson, a freshman at State Fair Community College in Sedalia. He's 6'3", 200-pounder. He's a left-handed batter, right-handed thrower from Columbia, Illinois. He steps in. He's hitting a .306, just .001 ahead of Carter Mize, who's on first. Hammy's going to rip it to the first baseman. He'll step on first for one, over for a double play at second base. And it's an unconventional twin killing, but goes 3 unassisted, then 3-4. First pitch, Anderson. Now stepping in, right fielder, Andrew Patton. First pitch to him upstairs, ball one, Patton. Be heading the count at 1 ball, no strikes. Patton from Columbia, right-hander across the board, 6'2", 200-pounder, junior at Newman. He's hitting a .259. That one misses inside. Ball two. The next offering to him, he'll take that one upstairs for called ball three. Patton looking to get aboard himself. I think he's probably going to take all the way here. 3-0 offering. That one bounces into the catcher's chest protector, so a 4-ball walk issued for Patton. So 2 walks in the inning. Now stepping in will be shortstop Joseph Keelholz. Keelholz will step in. He's a freshman in Northwest Missouri State, 5'11", 195-pounder, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. He's from Bonnets Mills, Missouri. So he digs in on the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch to him, he's going to smoke it into left field, and it's going to be a 2-out single, as we'll have 2 runners on now with 2 outs. His first pitch, he takes it into left field, and he'll be standing at first base. Now third baseman, Seth DeNoyer. So Seth DeNoyer will step in. DeNoyer from St. Charles, Missouri, a junior at Indiana Kokomo, 6 foot, 205-pounder, right-hander across the board. He will step in here. He's hitting a 154. Does have 6 RBIs. So he's come on, scored 4 of those 6 RBIs in the last week and a half of play. Neuer digs in right-hand side of the plate, 2 on, 2 out here. So we play top of the second. First offering, he taken for called strike 1. Drew Mize, the second baseman for tonight. He'll be in the on-deck circle. He is making his second appearance as a Renegade. Minga will check the runner at second. That's Patton. Nobody holding him on. And he's going to go back to second. He had a good, healthy lead, but nobody holding him there. So he'll step off, and Patton will go back to second. Neuer down to the count. No balls, 1 strike. Next offering on the way. And Neuer's going to hit that one again a mile high. That's going to get out of play, be caught in the net above the first base dugout. Will fall out of play. So Keelholz will be at first base. At second base is Patton. Patton had a walk with 2 outs. Keelholz had a single into left field with 2 outs. DeNoyer looking for his 2-out hit as well. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Next offering on the way. That one low. DeNoyer will take that for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Neuer just needs to be patient at the plate, wait for the right pitch. They have speed on the base path as well, so if he could line it out into either corner, there's a real good chance we could have a tie ball game, if not take the lead. Next offering, that one downstairs, bounce at the home plate. Nobody advances. Ball didn't get too far from the catcher. That's Hota behind home plate. He kept that in front of him, but did bounce away from him. He'll put the helmet and the mask back on and crouch back down behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count, 2 outs here, 2 runners on. So we play top of the second inning. Mudcats lead 1-0 right now, but Renegades trying to work a little magic here, move some runners around the base path. Next offering, that one's going to be hit a mile in the air. No idea where that one went, to be honest. It's either still in trajectory or it's landed by now. No roof above my head here as I sit. Just kind of off to the left, but looking straight down, almost straight down third base line. 320 feet down there. They sit on the first base side here. Just not quite looking straight down the line, but anything's above my head. Got to pay attention for that. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next offering to Denoyer, that one downstairs. So we'll go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. If Denoyer could reach base here, that would bring in Drew Mize, give him a chance to get his first hit of his Renegade season. Just his second game he's played. He was a late addition for the Renegades. Runners are going to go. Denoyer is going to foul that one out of play, and that's going to get out of there. So they'll do it again. And has to protect that plate. He just swings a little bit late on that. Sends it foul. So Keelholz will go back to first base. Patton will jog back to second. Patton was almost home on that. Keelholz was just about halfway home. So Denoyer will dig back in. Payoff pitch will be on its way. It's forthcoming as there's the pitch. That one upstairs. And well, base is loaded. That was an 8-pitch walk. Denoyer will jog on down to first base, and now stepping in will be the second baseman in Drew Mize. Mize, the younger brother of Carter Mize. He's from O'Fallon, Missouri, right-hander across the board, 6 foot, 185-pounder, sophomore at SIU Edwardsville. So he said just playing in his second game for the Renegades. So he's got bases loaded, 2 outs. First offering to him, he's going to foul that one out of play. So he'll be down to the count at 0 balls and 1 strike. And on the mound, Cole Maminga. He'll look in, get the sign. 0 balls, 1 strike to count. Next pitch, that one going to be upstairs. Ball 1. So that'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Mudcats lead 1-0 here. Still in the top of the second inning. 2 outs, bases juiced. Drew Mize to bat. 1-1 offering. Going to take that one for called strike 2. Mize will dig back in. And he's a right-handed batter. 1-2 count, bases loaded. Caden Deal in the on-deck circle. That one outside and low. That evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's just the 5th at-bat that Mize has had so far as a Renegade. Again, bases loaded. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be cranked into center field. Center fielder comes up, now backs up on it. He'll make the grab as Brewer catches it in center field for out number 3. But Mize was able to put the bat on the ball. That's an out. So that'll leave 3 stranded as we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. As it's still a 1-0 Mudcat lead, we'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the second year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
We'll go to the bottom of the second inning as Mudcats still leading 1-0. We'll take a look at the other games here in the Mink League. Still scoreless at Nevada. The Griffins hosting the Joplin Outlaws. That top of the second inning, no score. It was tied 2-2, but St. Joe just scored another run. This is bottom of the second at Sedalia. Mustangs lead 3-2. And of course, our game here as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Chillicothe leads 1-0 over the Renegades as Xander Lovin still on the mound for the Renegades. He'll face batters 6, 7, and 8. That is left fielder Grayson Barrett. Barrett was the Home Run Derby selection representing the Chillicothe Mudcats last night at the Home Run Derby. Played in the All-Star game as well. That followed that. That was at historic Ernie Vivian Field in Jefferson City. It was a fun night at the ballpark. Left-handed batter. That one's going to be hit a mile high. DeNoyer is tracking it down at third base. And he's going to catch it and have it pop out of his glove, but they're going to have a play at second, and they're going to say he's out. As Barrett is going to be thrown out at second base. So nice job of DeNoyer to stay with it. Lost that in the sunlight there, I think. But he redeems himself and gets out number 1. Stepping in will be catcher Jackson Hota. It's called strike 1. Sorry, trying to put this in my scorebook. That one misses. Ball 1. So that goes as an E5 for Barrett to reach first base, then thrown out on a 5-3 play. That pitch called strike 2. Sorry, I missed a strike in there. That one called strike 3. And that rings him up looking. So that's out number 2 with a strikeout looking for Lovin. First batter was Barrett. He reached first on an E5, then same play, he was thrown out 5-4. Second baseman Blake Failer steps in. As Failer hitting a 207, first pitch swing and a miss for strike 1. Lovin trying to face the minimum here, get out of the inning. No balls, 1 strike to count. That one called strike 2. Delayed call there by the umpires. That was straight down central. Lovin trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Unconventional, but still 1-2-3. That one's going to be hit off the end of the back. Mize is going back. He'll make the grab for out number 3. And that will be 3 up and 3 down as we'll go to the top of the third inning. Mudcats still lead 1-0. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage. Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
We'll go to the top of the third inning here. And Chillicothe is just past 7:30. Here at Schaefer Stadium, it's a muggy night. It says 71 degrees now on the temperature, but it is warmer than that, I can tell you that. So top of the third, we'll start back at the top of the lineup. It'll be batters 1, 2, and 3. That'll be Caden Deal, Tommy Reether, and David Dell. Deal hitting a .282 and has 24 hits. He also has 17 walks, a team leading 17 walks. Big cut and a miss there for strike one. He took the first pitch and was down central that he saw. And the first inning flew out. He's 0 for 1 on the night. No balls, 1 strike to count. That one upstairs. Deal's able to lay off. That'll make it even at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. That one's going to be sliced foul down the third base line. That'll get out of play. That'll put Deal down on the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. We said lots of red, white, and blue here at the ballpark tonight as they're celebrating their local heroes. 1-2 offering on the way. That one's going to be ripped foul down the first base line. So Deal just a hair too early pulling the trigger on that pitch. Last one he was just a hair too late, one before that. 1 ball, 2 strike count. We play top of the third inning. That one's going to be hit on the button, but caught by the shortstop. That is Allen. That was smoked to him. That'll be out, number 1. Left fielder Tommy Reether, he will dig in. He's hitting a .250 entering the ball game. He was out in a 4-3 putout in his first at bat. So he'll open up his stance just a little bit, kick that front leg towards first base. First offering to him. That one outside. Ball 1. So he'll be heading the count at 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here as we play top of the third. Mudcats lead 1-0. That one downstairs. So Tommy will take that for ball number 2. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. Only 1 hit combined for both teams so far in the game. Reether's going to make it 2 as that one bounces over the glove of the first baseman, and he'll be standing on first base as that one shot through there. So both hits come by the way of the Renegades. Center fielder David Dell steps in. He leads the team with a .333 so far. He's got 19 hits and 57 at-bats. 8 RBIs, 7 walks, 10 strikeouts, so he will step in. 1 out here. Step in on the right-hand side of the plate. Reether on first base. He'll take a lead over there. Dell 0 for 1 tonight. That one straight down central, called strike 1. So Dell down in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Still on the mound, Cole Aminga. So he'll look in, get the sign from his catcher. That's Hota. Tommy's going to go to second. Throw down is going to be short, and Tommy will be in there safely as the ball grazes him in the back after about 4 bounces. So Reether has a stolen base. That's stolen base number 4 for Reether. So now he'll be in scoring position. So Dell will dig back in. Do a little cleaning of home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Dell has a 1-1 count as he will finally dig back in. He's deep in that batter's box. Reether on second base. Aminga will check on Reether. And that pitch is going to be fouled in the air. It's going to stay in the ballpark. And catcher Hota will catch it for out number 2. So Dell has popped out both times. Both have been caught by Hota in foul territory. Now stepping in, first baseman Carter Mize. He drew a walk. His first at bat. Mize hitting a .305 entering the ball game today. He has a team leading 29 hits and a tying team lead of 4 home runs. So he will step in here with 1 on and 2 out. Mudcats lead 1-0. First pitch. That's going to be a high fly ball out towards shallow center field. And out to make the grab is Failer, and that will be out number 3. So I got 1 hit, unable to score any runs. So we'll go to the bottom of the third inning, rather. It's still a Mudcat lead, 1-0. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
We'll go to the bottom of the third inning as the Mudcats lead 1-0. They'll send hitters 9-1 and 2 to the plate. They'll be led off by shortstop Peyton Allen. Allen hitting a .203 so far. That pitch there taken for ball 1. Lovin still on the mound. Next pitch, that one called strike 1. So I'll even the count. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch is going to be a slow roller. Mize is going to field it. Flip over to Mize for out number 1. That's Drew to Carter. Nice glove on his part to just open the glove and toss it over to his older brother. That goes as a 4-3 putout. Now top of the lineup, Zach Stewart, the designated hitter. He took a walk in his first at bat. And he was out on a fielder's choice. So 1 out here, bottom of the third inning. That pitch in there for called strike 1. Lovin just dropping that ball right over the strike zone. That's a good-looking pitch. That one's going to be hit. Keelholz will have it go under his glove. That's a tough place. He's got to get on the horses and get over as that ball was hit straight up central. That'll be a one-out hit. And Stewart has a 1-for-1 night with a walk. Braden Brewer will come to bat now. He reached first base on a fielder's choice, then was ultimately moved around the base path and did score. He had a good heads-up play, though, that allowed him to score. Went from first base over to third and then home, all in the same play. Swing and a miss there. Strike one. So I will runner on first base, one out here. Mudcats again leading 1-0. Lovin gets the sign. That pitch outside. Takes us even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Levin entering his third inning of work here. He'll look in, get the sign. That pitch is going to be hit into shallow left field. Coming over, making the grab is Reether for out number 2. So now stepping in will be right fielder Josh Schweinhardt. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field, so he will step in. He'll landscape the right-handed batter's box first. Lovin trying to strand the runner on first base. That's Stewart. Schweinhardt steps in. Again, he was named MVP of the All-Star game last night. Throw to first base. Back safely is Stewart. He dives back into the bag. Carter Mize playing first base, holding him on over there. So Stewart will take a lead. Not a real big lead. First offering, that one downstairs. Ball was in the dirt. That'll be a stolen base for Stewart. So he took off on the pitch. Schweinhardt will be heading the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Levin will again look in as 2 outs. Runner on first base. And moved over to second with a steal. Well, he is in scoring position, but trying to work around that. Next pitch, that one down central. Called strike 1. Evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Levin will look back in. 1-1 count, 2 outs here. Next offering. That one just missed upstairs, trying to drop that into the basket. So we'll go 2 balls and 1 strike. Next offering from Levin, forthcoming. He'll check the runner at second. There's the pitch, swung on and missed. That evens it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice job to take a little off of that, put that down and away. Got Schweinhardt to swing at it. And Mudcats leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch, that one's going to be fouled. Down the 3rd base line. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Doing a 50-50 for an autographed bat. Again, Stars and Stripes bat. Following the theme for tonight. They've also painted the bags, Stars and Stripes. So next offering, that one downstairs. That takes us full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Levin trying to work and get this 3rd out of the inning. Levin will look in. Payoff pitch on its way. That one inside and walked him. So a 2-out walk will put Schweinhardt on first base. Stewart still at second with that single and stolen base. Lucas Luce, the 3rd baseman, he will step in. He had that E3 that he reached first base on. That was the play that allowed Brewer to come all the way around. His hit and run was on. He took third base and then was able to get to third base, and there's a ball on the move thrown into center field. So runners will advance forward. So now runners on second and third. As Levin threw that one into center field. Luce will dig back in. Right-handed batter. Stewart on third base. A pitch upstairs, ball one. He'll look in. Levin will get the sign. That's going to be a well-hit ball to center field. Going back on it is Dell at the warning track. He'll back up, make the grab. It's about 390 feet. That wall is 400 down there, so that will be out number 3. So Levin able to work around the single and the walk, and then the wild pitch. So we'll go to the top of the 4th inning as Mudcats still lead 1-0 as you're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Wow, big things going on in the world lately. With so much confusion, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. We all want to believe in something, and the most important cause of all is your amazing self. YourLifeYourVoice.org has answers and advice for teens who feel left out and are starting to doubt themselves. You have so much to offer. YourLifeYourVoice.org can help you find it.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
Hamilton Anderson will lead off the top of the 4th innings. It'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7 come to plate. That first pitch outside to Anderson for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, the count. That one in there for strike 1. Hamilton Anderson will be down, even in the count rather, 1 ball and 1 strike. Still on the mound, Cole Maminga. A pitch taken low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count, no out here. Anderson leads off. He's going to foul that one straight back. So I'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Patton will be in the on-deck circle, then due up will be shortstop Joseph Keelholz. So 2-2 pitch on its way. Anderson's going to hit that one. And that one's going to drop as it falls just out of the outreach of the left fielder. And Anderson is going to be into second with a double. He took a little rough slide there. I think he's going to be okay, but like he pegged himself on the bag. I think he's okay, but just like stuck that leg just in the dirt there. didn't go nowhere. They are doing some landscaping in front of that second base bag for that reason. So Andrew Patton will step in. He had to walk his first at bat. Hamilton Anderson on second base. Patton's going to hit it into left field. That's going to get into the corner, and that will tie up the ball game as Anderson is going to be on his way to home plate. As Anderson will jog home. I think he might have tweaked that lower leg as he's in a little bit of discomfort. He was running gingerly to home plate, so he will score. That's Patton with an RBI as it hits off the left field wall. So Patton gets credit for an RBI, ties our ball game up at 1 apiece. To check to see how Hamilton Anderson is. Said he just pegged his leg on that second base on his slide. It just stuck right in the dirt. Keelhole steps in. He's going to hit a hard hitter to the second baseman. A glove throw over to first base for a sac hit as it'll move the runner around. So that moves Patton to third base. It's a 4-3 put out. Most importantly, that moves the runner to third base. That's Patton as we're tied up at 1 apiece. Renegades looking to take the lead for the first time in the ball game tonight. Seth DeNoyer, he drew a walk his first at bat. So he'll step in on the right-hand side of the plate. Minga on the mound. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. 4 hits and 1 run for the Renegades. 1 run on 1 hit for the Mudcats. 1-0 to DeNoyer. That one's going to be called strike 1. So we play here at the top of the 4th inning, just 1 out. So DeNoyer has an even count of 1 ball and 1 strike. He'll dig back in. Next pitch on its way. Swing and foul tip that one, just kind of hair of it. They'll be down to the count of 1 ball and 1 ball, 2 strikes. Didn't catch much of it, but just got a piece of it. So Patton standing on third base. He would like to come home to give the Renegades the lead. After he had an RBI double. That pitch way upstairs. Evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. See Hamilton Anderson still walking around in the dugout there, so that leg might be bothering him just a little bit, but he's going to tough it out. So 2-2 offering. That one outside in the dirt. So that'll take us full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So DeNoyer will dig back in. Oh, you're hitting a 154. That pitch, he's going to hit that one, and that one's into shallow center field. It's going to drop in for a hit and an RBI single as Patton will slide in and be safe. DeNoyer's going to go to second, and he's going to be in there safe as he slides in. The throw was offline, and he's going to be safe at second base. As for time as he gets up, that second base bag is being a little tricky as second baseman falls over DeNoyer as he slides in there. So DeNoyer has an RBI. And has his first hit of the ball game, and the Renegades take a 2-1 lead. Second baseman Drew Mize will step in now. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game so far. He's looking for his first Renegade hit. It's only his second game he's played in. 1 out, 1 runner on. And pitch upstairs, ball 1. So Patton scores from third base. So 2 runs have been plated here in the inning. 3 hits put up in the inning. Still just 1 out. So we play top of the 4th inning. That's going to be the first hit for Mize as he singles it into center field. So it'll be runners at first and third. So Drew Mize gets in the hit parade as well as he Hits it into shallow center field. And Denoyer will be over to third base. We're going to have a conversation on the mound. As stepping back in will be Caden Deal. He's 0 for 2, so he's due for a hit. As he is hitting a .282, has 24 hits this season. Plays several positions. We usually see him out in the infield, but tonight he's behind home plate. And he also usually, most of this season, bats leadoff. In the on-deck circle will be Tommy Reether. As 5 batters have come to plate, there's been 4 hits, 2 runs scored. So runners on the corners, first and third, as Deal will dig in. I said he's 0 for 2. He's due a hit. First pitch to him. He's going to hit that one into the left field. Denoyer acted like he was going to tag and go home, but does not, as that hit into shallow left field. So that'll be out number 2. Mize did tag and go to second base on the play as they were focused on Denoyer. So Tommy Reether will step in. He's 1 for 2, has a 4-3 out, has a single into right field. Also has a stolen base, so he's looking to add to his RBI total. And he'll be deep in the batter's box, really kick that front leg towards first base. Open up a little bit. First pitch, ball 1. Reether, batter number 7 here in the inning as we play in the top of the 4th inning. Renegades lead 2-1. Minga cycling through the signs. He'll finally get what he's looking for. Runners on second and third. That's Mize on second. Denoyer on third. A pitch downstairs. Reether will be ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, Reether digs back in. The left-hand side of the plate. Denoyer takes a good lead at third. That one upstairs. And inside, got Reether to back off the plate just a little bit in the on-deck circle. David Dell, he's team leading hitter at .333 at this point coming into the game tonight. So 3-0 count for Reether. Choke up on the bat a little bit. And that's going to walk him, so 4-pitch walk issued to Reether, so he'll be at first base. Drew Mize will be on second. And on third base will be Denoyer as David Dell will step in. He has popped out into foul territory in both of his at-bats. Both of them have been caught by Hota. Dell has 19 hits coming into the game tonight, hitting a .333 clip, entering the game with 8 RBIs, 7 walks. Has 7 doubles. This would be a good time for him to send a double here. First offering, that one inside and upstairs, ball 1. As Dell, the 8th batter of this frame. Renegades lead 2-1, having scored 2 runs here in this inning. Next offering, that one's going to be hit into left field. Left fielder going back on it. And he will make the running grab for out number 3. However, the Renegades were able to score 2 runs and take the lead at 2-1. As we'll pause and be back, you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Goodell Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedele's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Wow, big things going on in the world lately. With so much confusion, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. We all want to believe in something, and the most important cause of all is your amazing self. YourLifeYourVoice.org has answers and advice for teens who feel left out and are starting to doubt themselves. You have so much to offer. YourLifeYourVoice.org can help you find it.
We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. As good inning for the Renegades. They were to score 2 runs. They did leave the bases loaded, but they scored 2 runs, took the lead at 2-1. Finally got some bats working. So it'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7 coming to plate. That'll be first baseman Tanner Sears. Levin still on the mound here as he works in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch. That one straight down central, called strike 1. Sears hit a slow roller. They end up being a 1-3 out. So he hit it towards third base. That ended the first inning. That pitch straight down central, called strike 2. Levin would like to face the minimum here. He's had a 1-2-3 inning once so far in this start. That pitch is going to be fouled in the air. Hits the protective net, falls back in. Otherwise, that is going to be close to my table here. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. We said we're just shy of 8:10 here in Chillicothe, Missouri. The Chillicothe Mudcats hosting the Jeff City Renegades. That one's going to be hit into center field, so lead off single straight up the middle as Sears has got a 1-2 night. Like Gasaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Stepping in will be left fielder Grayson Barrett.
Next up to bat, the left fielder, number 39, Grayson Barrett.
He reached first base, and he's 0 for 1. Reached first base on an E5, and then was thrown out at second base on a 5-4 putout, all in the same play. So he'll step in. Left-handed batter. First pitch to him called strike 1. In the on-deck circle will be catcher Jackson Hoda. Levin's next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Jumping Outlaws have taken the lead over the Griffins at Nevada. Bottom of the fourth, it's 1-0. And the Mustangs have added to their lead over the Bombers at Sedalia. That's 4-2. That in the top of the fourth inning. 0-2 offering, swing and a miss. And that is strikeout number 2 of the ball game for Levin. So catcher Jackson Hoda, he will step in. He was the other strikeout victim. So 1 out as Hoda steps in. He had a strikeout looking, and he was not happy with it. Had a few words to say to the home plate umpire as he was headed to the dugout. Levin will look in, get the sign. That pitch low, ball 1. It's a muggy night here in Chillicothe. We play here in Schaefer Stadium. First base, Sears has a short lead, throw over to first, back safely. Levin will look back in as he toes the rubber. He'll check the runner at first. That's Sears. Now he'll look and get the signs. His delivery, that one's going to be fouled down the first base line. So that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He'll dig back in. Getting right-handed batter. 0 for 1 on the day. Levin looks in, gets the sign. That pitch, that one in there for called strike 2. Well, he just does a nice job of dropping that in there. That's exactly what got Hoda on that strikeout in his previous at-bat. So again, Lovin will check the runner at first. Sears takes a short lead there. That one swung on in the dirt. They're going to say he is out, number 2. And Sears will move down to second base after that ball bounces off the chest of Dell. So second baseman Blake Failer, he will step in. He popped out to Mize on first base in his only at bat, so he's 0 for 1. So 2 outs here as he digs in. He's going to foul that one out of play. So he's down to the count at no balls and 1 strike. So Failer down in the count. 0-1. Right-handed batter playing second base. Throw over to second. Sears back safely. That throw just a little bit high. Sears will take a short lead. He does take his lead back away from the bag. Keelholz over there at shortstop. That pitch swung on and missed. So Failer's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, Sears standing at second base after getting a leadoff single. So he hit it right up the middle. 11. Check on him over there at second. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be a little nubber. Going back on it is Mize, and it's going to be a foul ball. Just couldn't get up underneath it. It wasn't a hard hit ball, but got enough to just drop into no man's land, but it was in foul territory. So no balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner on second base. Keelholz going through some signs. He's playing shortstop tonight, goes through some defensive signs there. Relaying a message back to Dell at home plate. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit into right field. Patton's going to get it, and they're going to hold the runner at third, so it'll be runners on first and third as Failer gets his first hit of the night. And Sears will be on first base. Sears at third, Failer at first base. We'll have a courtesy runner. As that'll be courtesy runner on first base. We can see who that is. Shortstop Peyton Allen. He will step into the batter's box now. 2 on, 2 out here. Tell who that is. So they'll have a courtesy runner on first as Lovin trying to get out of this inning. Has 2 strikeouts for those 2 outs. He's given up 2 hits, though. Runners will be on first and third. Shortstop Peyton Allen will be up to plate. He's 0 for 1. Hit into a 4-3 putout. First pitch to him. That one misses inside, ball 1. Lovin again looks in. He'll check the runner at first. Now his next delivery. That one misses just high, ball 2. So it's a very humid night here. Wind has been non-existent. A few little bursts here and there. It is hot and humid. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. That pitch outside. That makes it 3-0. Shortstop Peyton Allen having his second at bat. He's 0 for 1. .30 pitch. Walked him on 4 pitches. So Lovin trying to make things just interesting here. We're going to have designated hitter Zach Stewart. He is 1 for 1 with a walk. I'll have a conversation on the mound here. We'll take a look at the Mink League scores. Betty Griffins have come back and taken the lead at Nevada over the Joplin Outlaws 3-1. That's bottom of the 4th inning. St. Joe Mustangs added another run to their lead as they're playing at Sedalia against the Bombers. They now lead 5-2. That also in the bottom of the 4th inning. Of course, our game here, bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1. 2 outs here. Bases loaded. Again, Levin trying to work out of this jam that he is in. He'll see leadoff hitter Zach Stewart. Stewart hitting a .291 entering the game today. Has 1 hit and a walk in his first at bat. That first pitch, that one misses, ball 1. So it'll be 1 ball, no strike count. Lovin's next offering, that one down central, called strike 1. That evens it at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases loaded. That one misses just outside. Ball 2. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. So Stewart will dig back in. Again, bases loaded here as we play bottom of the 4th. Big cut and a miss there for strike number 2. That evens the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Renegades lead 2-1. However, bases loaded here. Lovin trying to work out of the jam. He had a walk, strikeout, a single. Sorry, that was a leadoff single. Had the walk in the last at batter. That's how we got to bases loaded with 2 outs. That pitch, it's going to be fouled out of play, straight back. So we'll stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Help if I could read my own handwriting here in my scorebook. And the on-deck circle will be center fielder Braden Brewer. Lovin trying to get this last out. 2-2 pitch on its way. That one's going to be hit into left field, and that'll give the Mudcats a lead as they'll score 1. They're going to score 2, and it'll be a double into left field as Stewart gets 2 RBIs. And it gives the Mudcats the lead as he has a double to his credit. Scores Sears as well as Failer. So Peyton Allen will be on third base. Stewart will be on second with that double. And center fielder Braden Brewer, he will step in. He was able to score a run in his at-bat. He's going to hit a bouncy ball, and Denoyer will dive, glove, try to throw to first base. Mize had to go out and get it, and everybody's going to be safe. And that will plate another run. So they found some room there. Denoyer made a heck of a play, though, to stop that ball. As that goes for Brewer as a single. It does have an RBI scored. So runners on the corners as right fielder Josh Schweinhart steps in. 2 outs here. Mudcats lead 4-2. They're going to let runners steal second. So Brewer will go down to second with a stolen base. First pitch called a strike to Schweinhart. Deal faked like he was going to throw down to second, but did not. So 3 runs have been plated here in this inning. Mudcats back on top 4-2. That pitch, that one's going to be skied a mile in the air. Mize is going to go into foul territory. About 6 steps to his left, and he'll catch it for out number 3. So that'll be out number 3. However, the damage was done as they scored 3 runs. And Mudcats lead 4-2. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage. Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
It doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you say it often. Praise your child at least 4 times for every time you correct them, and you'll be on your way to raising a confident, caring kid. 4-to-1 praise is just one of the many parenting tools from the experts at Boys Town. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to keep it positive and that helpful parenting advice is just a click away.
Last inning, top of the 4th inning, Renegades sent 8 to the plate. Bottom of the 4th inning, Mudcats sent 8 to the plate. As we'll lead off with hitters 4, 5, and 6 for the Renegades. That'll be first baseman Carter Mize. Then Hamilton Anderson in the on-deck circle. Then right fielder Andrew Patton. Mudcats leading 4-2. Mize playing first base tonight as he usually does. That pitch upstairs and outside, ball 1. Just shy of 8:30. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. Blake Gaswell here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. So 1 ball, no strike to count. That pitch outside, ball 2. Mize drew a walk and popped out to the second baseman. And his 2 at-bats tonight. That pitch misses as well. Just check the radar. Looks like as long as we don't go to about the 27th inning tonight, we should be okay to get our ball game in before the rain. That puts tomorrow's game, though, in jeopardy as it's a repeat of tonight. But should be a lot of rain between then and now. So that one goes outside. 4-pitch walk. Carter Mize has been issued his 2nd walk of the ball game. Hamilton Anderson will step in. He is 1 for 2. He's trailing Carter Mize by 2 hits for a team leading total. Mize has 29. Hamilton Anderson has 27. They're going to have a conversation here on the mound with the pitchers. So it looks like Hamilton Anderson, though, doing okay after he took a awkward slide into second base. There's just a lot of dirt around that base. Looks like he'll be okay, but just took a slide into second base. Looked like his spike got stuck in just a little mound of dirt over there. That will be the ball game so far, and it'll be the night for their starting pitcher, and Cole Maminga. So his book is closed as he gives up a leadoff walk in the top of the 5th inning. They'll have a new pitcher in the ball game, so we'll check to see who that is. Try to get his number. He's a left-hander. I can tell you that much.
Now pitching, number 5, Chillicothe Mudcats, number 5, Tristan Sewell.
So on the mound will be Tristan Sewell. Getting rid of my scorebook here. I'll give you his line. So Tristan Sewell comes in here in the top of the 5th inning with 1 runner on, no outs. He is from right here in Chillicothe, left-hander across the board. He's a 6'1", 195-pounder. He's a junior at Missouri Valley College. He started 1 game, only pitched in 1 game, has a record of 1-0. ERA of 0.00. 5 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, no walks, only issued 4 hits. So he will come in on the mound for the Mudcats. Taking a look at the Mink League action, still top of the 4th inning. Let me refresh this. It says top of the 4th. Still a 1-0 ball game for the Nevada Griffins. However, I believe they were ahead 3-1 at one point, so they missed lost some innings there. Might have problems with their point streak system. St. Joseph Mustangs continuing to put the pieces together and make everything click as they're up 6-2 now at Sedalia over the Bombers at Liberty Park Stadium. That game top of the 5th inning. Of course, our game here top of the 5th inning. Mudcats leading 5-2. Looks like new pitcher in Sewell. He is just about ready. And Hamilton Anderson will step in. He's got a 1-for-2 night. Has a runner on first base. Nobody out here. As the Mudcats lead 4-2. 6 hits. Have scored those 2 runs for the Renegades. 5 hits, scoring the 4 runs for the Mudcats. So Hamilton Anderson will come to bat here. 1 on, nobody out. I'll make some changes here on the defensive alignments. So Anderson, left-handed batter. First pitch to him. Misses, ball 1. So Anderson will dig back in. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. That pitch on the outside corner, called strike 1, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And nobody out. Carter Mize on first base after getting his 2nd walk of the game. 1-1 offering on its way. That one downstairs. Takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Straight up 8:30 here. Blake Gazaway here on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. 2-1 offering. Hammy's going to hit that into left field, and that's going to be his 2nd hit of the night as he bloops that into left field. That'll move Mize over to second base. Anderson will go to first base. So now stepping in will be right fielder Andrew Patton, as Patton has a 1-for-1 night. Also has a walk. That hit he had was an RBI double. He's got a chance to add to his RBI total and get another hit in the hit column with 2 on, nobody out here. So we'll check the runner at second. That's Mize. First pitch to Patton. He's going to bloop that into right field. And so we're going to have bases loaded. As bases loaded now for shortstop, Joseph Keelholz. So Keelholz will step to bat. Nobody out, bases loaded. He had a single to left field in his first at bat and had a sac fly that put him out in his second at bat. He will step in. Left-handed batter, bases loaded, nobody out. First offering to him. Downstairs, ball 1. In the on-deck circle, Seth DeNoyer. He also had an RBI double in his last at-bat. So he was one of 8 players that was sent to the plate for the Renegades. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be hit a mile high, and that one's going to drop into fair territory. Couldn't tell if it was, and it's going to score 1 run. Hamilton Anderson's coming in, and he is going to be tagged out at home. Wisely avoided the collision there, as he would have been out. Not worth getting himself or Hoda injured. But that cuts that lead down to 1 at 4-3 as Keelholz hits one that goes fair and lands in fair territory. Couldn't tell where that was going to land. Just 1 out now as Mize will score Anderson will be out number 1 as he's thrown out at home plate. So Denoyer will dig in. That first pitch to him called strike 1. So Patton will be standing at third base. Keelhole's at second base. Lead cut to 1 at 4-3. Denoyer has 1 out here. No 1 count. Next offering. That one outside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Denoyer digs back in. 1-1 count. Drew Mize in the on-deck circle. 1-1 offering. That one downstairs inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Sewell on the mound here as we play top of the 5th. 1 run has been plated. Renegades would like to plate a few more, though. Have runners with Patton on third base. Keelhole's on second. Denoyer at bat. He's going to foul that one. Out of play. So I'll leave the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drew Mize will jog over. He's got a 1-for-2 night. Had his first hit in the Renegades uniform. Tonight, just the second game he's played in. 1 out, 2-2 count to Denoyer. Sewell looks in, gets the sign. His pitch. That one downstairs. And they're going to say it hit Denoyer. Boy, he was a statue and did not move. I was wondering why Patton was not coming home. That's why, because Denoyer was hit by the pitch. So he'll jog on down to first base. He's had a walk, an RBI double, and a hit by pitch. So now stepping in will be second baseman Drew Mize. Mize steps in. 1 out here, bases loaded. Well, he will have a chance to add to his hit night. Looking for hit number 2 and RBI. Possibly 1, 2, 3, and or 4. First pitch, going to catch the outside part of the plate, strike 1. That's just the second game that he has suited up for the Renegades. He is a speed demon on the bases. Bases loaded. No balls, 1 strike to count. Mize digs in, right-handed batter. That pitch down in the dirt. Nobody's going to go anywhere as that bounces off the chest of Hoda, but does not go very far away. Bounced down the third base line, so Patton would have been almost suicide there to run down because he would have been running right into the catcher who was headed after the ball. So Patton on third, Keelhole's on second, Denoyer on first. Mize at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Sewell's next offering on the way. That one in there for called strike 2. Mize trying to wait for the right pitch that he can turn on and clear the bases with. 1 out. Top of the lineup, catcher Caden Deal. He's in the on-deck circle. Next offering to Mize. And they said that was on the outside part of the plate. That'll be out number 2. So now we'll go back to the top of the order and catcher Caden Deal. He will step in. He has an 0-for-3 night. So again, that would make me a little nervous because he is a player that finds a way to get the ball into the corners or into the gap. So it's just a matter of time before he rips one here down the line. Gets his first hit of the night. First pitch to him. Downstairs, inside, ball 1. Bases loaded here as we play top of the 5th inning. Renegades have scored 1 run. They trail by 1 at 4-3. So Deal will dig back in, left-handed batter. He's choked up a little bit on the bat. That next pitch, that downstairs, ball 2. Sewell trying to get him to chase. A ball low and outside of the zone on both those pitches. Tommy Reether in the on-deck circle. He's had a walk and a single and a 4-3 put out. Next pitch, that one will be fouled back. So that'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike to Deal. That one just got a little behind. That pitch. Sewell will look back in. Bases loaded here. 2 balls, 1 strike to count, 2 outs. Next pitch, that one way upstairs. So I'll take it to 3 balls and 1 strike, nowhere for Sewell to put Deal. If he were to walk him here, it would tie the ball game up at 4 apiece. Right now, it's a 4-3 Mudcat lead. So 3 balls, 1 strike count. Next offering to Deal. He's going to foul that one out of play. So we'll have a full count of 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Tommy Reether in the on-deck circle. 1-run ball game right now. Deal will have the payoff pitch forthcoming. That one walked him, and they're going to walk in the tying run. So Deal gets walked and ties our ball game up. And everybody moves around a base. Patton will score. Keelholz will go to third base. DeNoyer goes to second base. And Deal down at first. So still 2 outs. Stoppage of play here. Is the umpire looking at his phone? Is he looking at his phone? Nope. Home plate umpire checking his book for something. So our ball game tied at 4 apiece. Thought he was checking his phone maybe. So Tommy Reether will step in with 2 outs here. Bases still loaded. Tie ball game. He's going to hit a bouncing ball, and it's going to be taken by the shortstop, and they say Reether is out by half step, and we'll see if there's going to be any conversation, and that's what they're wanting. So everybody hold the phone as they're going to have a conversation between home plate umpire and the back judge, and we'll see. I couldn't tell from here. It was a close play either way, but Reether's going to stay at first base rather. And they are going to say that he was out, so couldn't tell from where I'm out, but they're going to say he was out, and that will end the inning as we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning, tied at 4 apiece. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. As Xander Levin still on the mound for the Renegades. As back-to-back innings here. 2 for the Renegades and 1 for the Mudcats with 8 batters coming to the plate. So the Mudcats will lead off the bottom of the 5th with the third baseman, Lucas Luce. First pitch called, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be a chopper hit to Denoyer at third. He'll glove. Throw over to first base to Mize in time for the 5-3 putout. That'll be out number 1. Again tied at 4 apiece. As 2 runs plated in the top of the 5th, one of those by way of a bases loaded walk. So now stepping in will be first baseman Tanner Sears. Sears will dig in on the right-hand side of the plate. Lovin will look in, has 1 out here. First pitch to him, called strike on the outside part of the plate. Sears has a 1-for-2 night with a single and a 1-3 out. Slow roller that Lovin threw to Mize to get the out. That pitch is going to be hit up the middle, fielded by Keelholz over to first for the 6-3 putout. That's out number 2. Left fielder Grayson Barrett will step in as Lovin looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning to face the minimum here. So Grayson Barrett will step in. He was a strikeout victim last time he was up. Then he reached first on an E5, tried to stretch it to second, and got thrown out as the ball was hit to Denoyer. He dropped it and then threw it to second and got the out. That first pitch outside, ball 1. Denoyer gets a gold star on that play, though, as he stayed with it and ended up throwing him out at second. That went upstairs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here, tied 4 apiece. So we're nearing 8:45 here from Chillicothe, Missouri. That one down central for called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2 outs. Sears will Barrett will dig back in. A pitch downstairs in the dirt. That makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. And 4 runs for the Renegades, 4 runs for the Mudcats. That one's going to be a chopper. Denoyer will glove. It's a fair ball. Throw it to first base. And that'll be an out as Barrett stops halfway to first base. I don't think he would have made it, but he stops. And that is a 5-3 putout. That makes it 3 up and 3 down. Quick work by Lovin to get out of the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll go to the top of the 6th as still tied at 4 apiece. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Set the bar high and just go for it. You are destined for greatness.
Is it my imagination, or is everyone telling me I'm already the next big thing?
Find your perfect self and follow your dreams.
My dreams weren't going so well. For some reason, life was feeling dark and I couldn't snap out of it. All I needed was a little support and a few new ideas. YourLifeYourVoice.org helped me get my life back on track. I can take it from here.
I want to get back to kissing the cheeks of my grandbabies, making Sunday dinner with a house full of family and lots of laughs.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now, there are vaccines. And they are the very first step that let us get back to what we miss most. It's okay to have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I wait? Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
New pitcher into the ball game for the Mudcats as they bring in Miles Jansen. So Jansen from England. He's a 6'6", 240-pound pitcher. He's a sophomore at Menlo College. He's pitched in 7 games, has an 0-2 record, a 14.21 ERA. Has 6 1/3 innings worked, 5 strikeouts, 8 walks. He's given up 11 hits. He did pitch against the Renegades in that 13-12 loss. That was at Jefferson City on June 14th to the Renegades. So he's a pitcher that Renegades have seen. He did give up an earned run and 1 hit, only pitched a third of an inning. Faced 3 batters, had 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and gave up a hit.
Don't forget, Mike has coming around at 50-50. Tonight's raffle will be 2 chances to win. The chances to win the raffle, or the 50-50 raffle money, and also the customized bat that is signed.
So we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Again, back-to-back innings. The Renegades sent 8 batters to plate. They'll lead off with their center fielder and David Dell. Dell is 0 for 3. He entered the contest tonight, hitting a team-leading .333. So he'll step in from the right-hand side of the plate. First pitch to him, called strike 1. He'll be down in the count. And no balls, 1 strike. That one inside almost hit him, got him back off the plate, so that'll even it a 1 ball and 1 strike. We said hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasaway with you. Voice of the Jefferson City Renegades, that one downstairs. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. The game's got a whole lot closer in Sedalia as the Bombers have tied it up 6-6. They're hosting the St. Joseph Mustangs. That's the bottom of the 5th inning. We're tied 4-4. Veda shellacking the Outlaws right now, 8-1. And Dell is going to hit a chopper, backhanded, thrower to first base by the shortstop and draws the first baseman off the bag. It was a high throw and offline. So Dell will get credit for his first hit of the night as he'll be standing on first base with a leadoff single. Now first baseman Carter Mize will come to plate. Mize steps in, having a team-leading 29 hits. Hamilton Anderson will be in the on-deck circle. Mize has been walked twice tonight, so he'll have 1 on, nobody out. First pitch to him, a show bunt. He has to vacate out of the way for that one. He's trying to move Dell over to second base. We're tied at 4 apiece. So he'll dig back in, left-handed batter's box. Next offering, he's going to crank that one foul down the first base line. So it'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 pitch on its way, that one outside. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. So Mize will dig back in. Again, we're tied at 4 apiece as we play here in the top of the 6th inning. 4 runs on 9 hits. That one called strike 2. So the 2-2 offering will be forthcoming. Mize is going to foul that one down the first base line, so we'll stay at 2-2. So Mize will have an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As a runner on first base, that's Dell. 2 balls, 2 strike to count. Next offering, that one downstairs, evens it. Takes it full. I'll make it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jansen will have the payoff pitch forthcoming. It's on its way. It's downstairs. So Mize has got his 3rd walk of the night. So he will jog on down to first base. The designated hitter Hamilton Anderson, he has a 2 for 3 night. He's got a double, a single. Also hit into a double play. So 2 on, nobody out here as Jansen puts the first 2 aboard with a single and a walk. Hamilton Anderson, left-handed batter, looking for hit number 3 tonight. First pitch to him. He's going to foul that one down the third base, towards the third base dugout. So he'll step back in. No balls, 1 strike count. Two on, nobody out. Hamilton's going to hit that one a mile in the air. It's going to go out of play over on the third base line. He got that one a mile high, but goes out of play. So he'll be down to the count, no balls, 2 strikes. And Dell at second base. Mize at first base. Dell had a leadoff single. Mize took his 3rd walk of the game. Tied up at 4 apiece as we play here, top of the 6th inning. Nearing 9 o'clock. 0-2 pitch. Anderson called strike 3, and he knew it. So he'll be retired for out number 1. Now stepping in will be Andrew Patton, the right fielder. He has had a single and a double with an RBI and a walk. Might have to change his name here as the announcer's been calling him Andrew Pater. So Patton will dig in. Having an RBI, 2-hit night with a walk. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to him. Misses outside, ball 1. Again, pitcher looks in. That's Jansen. 1 ball, no strike count. 1 out. So that one called strike. So it'll be even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Patton will dig in again. 2 on, 1 out. That pitch dropped out of the strike zone. That falls for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 1 out here again. Dell on second base. Mize on first base. In the on-deck circle, shortstop Joseph Keelholz. 2-1 offering to Patton. That one upstairs, but called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. We play here in the top of the 6th. We're tied at 4 apiece. Next pitch swung on and missed. Patton was just in front of it, and he is strikeout victim number 2 here in the inning. So Jansen trying to work around, giving off a leadoff single and a walk. And shortstop Joseph Keelholz, he'll step in. He had an RBI double his last at bat, also his first bat of the game. He had a single into left field, had a sack hit as well. So 2 outs, 2 on here. Seth DeNoyer in the on-deck circle. Tied 4 apiece. That one down in the dirt. And it hits Keelholz in the leg, so he'll be hit by pitch. So he will jog on down to first base. I caught him on the foot, actually. So now we'll have bases loaded again. Seth DeNoyer, third baseman, he was hit by pitches last time up. He also had an RBI double, and he's had a walk. So he's 1 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. He is solidly adding to his RBI total. He has the bases juiced here. 2 outs as we play top of the 6th inning. So he will step in, right-hand side of the plate. That one's going to be fouled back. Strike 1. So DeNoyer will be down to the count at no balls and 1 strike. He'll look back in. Does Jansen. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. That one misses low and outside. Takes the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. So that'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's going to be fouled back. It'll fall behind the bleachers. So that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs here as we play in the top of the 6th inning. Got to keep an eye on the radar here. There is a small shower popped up to the north of us here. So we'll see if it's going to come this way or not. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs. Next pitch to DeNoyer. That one low. Evens it at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, bases loaded. Dell on third base. Mize on second. Keelholz on first. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to DeNoyer. 2 outs. Tie ball game at 4 apiece. Jansen gets the sign. He'll look in. 2-2 pitch. That one called strike 3. And that ends the inning. The Renegades again leave the bases loaded. So we're still tied. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, tied 4 apiece. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given 1 set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Goodell Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Goodell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're still tied at 4 apiece. New pitcher on the mound for the Renegades. That is Quinn Gettle. Gettle from Joplin, Missouri. He's a right-handed thrower, 6'1", 185-pounder. He plays at Texas at Permian Basin. So he is in here. So we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. He's only pitched in 1 game, as he's also a late addition. He's had 1 inning worked, had 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, give up no hits, ERA 0.00. First time we saw him was the game on July 2nd at Joplin. He came in and pitched an inning work in that 6-2 win. So they'll send hitters 7, 8, and 9 to the plate. Check the radar one more time here. This will be catcher Jackson Hoda will lead off the inning. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout of both kinds. Gettle looks in. Quick delivery. Pitch to the plate. Swung on and missed. He brought the heat tonight. That's strike one. That one misses. For ball one. And next pitch also low. Takes us 2 balls, 1 strike. To see if that's maybe some lightning from the storm that I see or just camera flashes. That pitch inside and high. A little chin music there sent to the way of Hota. So 3 balls, 1 strike to count as Hota leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. Gettle's next offering. That one walked him. So a leadoff batter he faces. He gives a free pass to first base. Stepping in will be second baseman Blake Failer. He had a single to right field his second at bat. First at bat was a fly out. On first base, actually forgot about this. That was substitution. This is Petey Taylor. First pitch called, strike one to Petey Taylor. Forgot he did check in as a courtesy runner, but couldn't tell who it was. So Petey Taylor, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. That pitch in there for called, strike two. He's a 6-foot, 160-pounder, freshman at Oakland University. He's going to foul that one back. So that'll make it no balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first base. That's Hota. He was issued a leadoff walk. Shortstop Peyton Allen in the on-deck circle. Next delivery, that one also fouled back. So that'll put Taylor still down to the count at 0-2. Has fouled off 2 pitches. Gettle again looks in. That's going to be lifted into the air into shallow center field, and it'll be out number 1 as that didn't leave the infield. So that'll be a fly out to second base. Shortstop Peyton Allen will step in. Again, we're tied 4 apiece here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So he'll dig in. That's Allen, right-handed batter. Fastball straight by him for strike number 1 as Allen tried to swing at it but couldn't connect with it. Gettle will get the sign again. He'll look in. Next offering. That one a bit outside, throw down to first base, and it's going to go into right field. So quick throw. Down to right. We'll put Hota on second with an E2. So he'll be in scoring position at second place. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out here. It's Allen. We'll dig back in. That next pitch straight down central, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Gettle will check the runner. Now next offering, that one's going to be hit off the end of the bat. Into left field. And coming over, making the grab, is Reether. Had a hard time locating it, but finally figures out where it is. Now back to the top of the lineup. In designated hitter, Zach Stewart. So Stewart will step in now with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Gettle looking to get out of the inning, facing one more than the minimum. He's been a great acquisition, even though he's only pitched 1 inning besides tonight. That one straight down central, strike 1. Gettle's just need a little bit of time to get that arm loose, find the strike zone. His second appearance on the mound for the Renegades. 0-1 offering, forthcoming. That one misses low. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. As we play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one's going to be fouled out of play. So it'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Gettle trying to get out of the inning here for the Renegades. We're tied at 4 apiece. 1-2 offering. That one downstairs inside. Takes us 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Gettle looks in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one, say, checked his swing. So that'll make it a full count. Stewart still alive. Runner on second base. Stewart has 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch on its way. And he's going to foul that one back. So it'll stay full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stewart will dig back in. Wind started to pick up just a little bit here. Next pitch, that one's going to be a hard hit ball to Denoyer. He'll glove it, throw over to first base, and Mize couldn't find it, and it goes. I thought it went into the dugout, but it's going to be a run scored as Denoyer had to get to his feet quickly and throw over to first base, and Mize could not locate it. And Stewart will have first base. A run will score as Hota gets around on an E5. That gives the Mudcats a 5-4 lead. Now center fielder Braden Brewer steps in. We're just after 9:10 here. First pitch to Brewer. He was going to foul that one off, so he'll be down to the count at 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to count, 2 outs here. That one misses outside. Makes a 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch also misses. Makes it 3 balls. Or in the 3 pitches, makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Sorry, again, trying to keep an eye on the weather here. Gettle's next offering, runner's going to go to second, and that's going to be lifted into left field. Going back on it is Reether, and that is going to be up near the fence, and that'll score another run. And stopping at second base is Brewer with an RBI double. As Stewart was off with the pitch, and he clears the base path. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Still 2 outs here. 2 runs have been plated. The right fielder, Josh Swinehart, will step in. He's got an 0-for-2 day with a walk. So Gettle will landscape a little bit. 2 outs here, runner on second base. It's a 6-4 ball game in favor of the Mudcats. That pitch called strike 1 to Swinehart. So no balls, 1 strike count. Gettle's next delivery, that one inside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And lightning storm coming in. Way off behind third base. That's going to be a chopper. Hit to Denoyer. He'll glove. Throw over to first base. Tamize in time to get out number 3. That goes as a 5-3 put out. But there were 2 runs scored on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on base. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Flanagan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Flanagan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Flanagan.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
A little bit before we go to the top of the 7th inning, as there is a storm that's popped up that's headed our way. I'll pull up the radar in just a second. It is headed our way, however. We are in a lightning delay, so it's going to be about 30 minutes or so. So as we go to the top of the 7th, Alyssa, go, because nobody wants to hear you whining and crying about the lightning right now. That's way away. So Alyssa, my daughter, is not handling the lightning delay well. So as I'm trying to look at the radar here, we know it's going to be at least a 30-minute delay. So the storm is off to the north. It's moving from the north, kind of moving northeast. So it looks like that little cell is up near Trenton, and it's moving northeast. Give me 1 second. Apologize for that again. Alyssa not having a good night here with the lightning. So it is up near Trenton, as I was saying. It's headed northeast. So from where it's been traveling so far, it does look like it's going to miss us here in Chillicothe. However, it's close enough that the umpire crew decided that we should take a 30-minute break real quick, and I agree with that decision. It's better to be safe than sorry, so they're going to take a 30-minute break here, so we should be back to baseball roughly about 9:45 or so. We should be back for baseball if they don't end up calling it sooner, with the Mudcats ahead 6-4 here as we get ready to go to the top of the 7th inning. However, the Lightning has put a kibosh on that for now. We'll be hitters 9, 1, and 2 coming to the plate. So again, just trying to wait for the radar to update here with the most recent clip here. So it will be, so it looks like about 30 minutes or so, again, trying to wait for the next picture to show in. So again, it does look like this storm is going to miss us. However, there is lightning relatively close in the area, so that is going to be where we're at. So we should be back, hopefully, to baseball with the top of the 7th inning at about 9:45. As we're going to take a break here. I'm going to take a break as well, and we're just going to hang out. So we'll shoot back for our continued game here. As, again, I've talked about it a couple times. Don't have any rain delay theater or lightning delay or light delay theater. We've seen several different reasons, or umpire delay theater, as we had an umpire get hit with a foul ball. But we're going to take a break here. And actually, we'll go off the air for, we'll go about 20 minutes or so. So we'll shoot to be back on about 9:35, 9:40. Again, if you haven't done so, look us up on Facebook, like our Facebook page in the Show Me Sports Network, as that is where we post a lot of information. I'll get ready to put a post on there saying we're in a lightning delay, and we will keep you up to date. As if for some reason we don't end up resuming this game, that is where we will post that to let you know. So I'm going to get off the air here and take a break. We're going to be back here. We'll shoot for 9:35 to be back on air. Until I talk to you then, so long, and be back about 9.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades baseball. The Show Me Sports Network will recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball is brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank.
And very pleasant good evening, everyone. We're going to drop out of our open here as we are just about set for baseball. As we'll get you information here just in a moment. As first pitch to Mize is going to be hit hard on the money, and that's going to go to the wall as he's going to have a leadoff double as he'll be around first base and into second base here as the Renegades take on the Chillicothe Mudcats as we resume the ball game that was suspended last night. Started just about 10 minutes earlier than what we were planning on doing, as our ball game got suspended due to lightning and tried to lengthen it out, tried to wait it out. However, that just wasn't an option. Like Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Wasn't an option to try to get it in last night, so we are back here trying to make this as we start in the top of the seventh inning, a 6-4 ball game. We were at the top, nobody had batted. First pitch way outside to Dell as he is catching the remainder of this first game. On the mound will be Jacob Young. Apologize for not getting on the air, but got the first pitch on. Didn't get on a little sooner as they decided to start the game a little bit early. Do have some rain that's going to move in probably later, so we're trying to get this one in plus a whole nother game. As Dell will dig back in, he'll show bunt. He'll lay it down the third base line. Mize will move over to first base. Dell is close to legging it out, and he will be thrown out. And that'll be a sack bunt as that goes as a 5-3 put out. So that'll be out, number one. So lineup for the remainder of this game, as we said, got suspended top of the seventh inning. Batting leadoff and catching will be Caden Dell. And batting second, Tommy Reether. He was in left field last night, center field here for the last two innings. Then a substitution, Joe Zink. He'll be in playing left field. First baseman Carter Mize, he'll bat fourth. Batting fifth, designated hitter Hamilton Anderson. Reether will foul off the first pitch. So he'll be down to the count at 0-1. Batting sixth, playing right field will be Andrew Patton. Playing shortstop, batting seventh, Joseph Keelholz. Playing third base, batting eighth, Seth DeNoyer. And batting ninth, who just led off the inning, second baseman Drew Mize. Get to see who's on the mound here in just a second for the Renegades. That one down in the dirt. Aimons at a 1-1 strike. As this field had standing water on it when we pulled in to Chillicothe as the Mudcats playing host to remainder of this game that got suspended last night, and then we'll play a full one after this. Get the stats on Young, who's on the mound for the Mudcats in just a minute. That pitch upstairs. So it makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Jacob Young, he is from LaSalle, Illinois. He's a right-handed thrower, 5'9", 185-pounder, sophomore at Fairmont State University. He's pitched in 7 games, 4 starts with a record of 2-1. He has pitched against the Renegades back on June 14th. Next offering, that one's going to be a hard hit ball to center field. Going back on it is the center fielder, and he will not make the catch, and that's going to be an RBI double as Reether is on his way actually to third base. He'll make the turn. He's going to be there standing up, and Tommy Reether has an RBI triple to get the ball game going here as he launched that one. Center fielder tried to make the overhanded grab, and it's going to take a minute to gather himself as he hit the dirt trying to come after that, and Reether has an RBI. And Mize easily scores from third base, and that cuts it to a 6-5 ball game now. Stepping in will be left fielder and Joe Zink. As Zink from Morgan, Utah, 5'10", 160-pound right-hander across the board, a freshman at Southern Virginia. For Young on the mound, he does have a 3.81 ERA. Has 1 save as well. 28 1/3 innings worked, 15 strikeouts, 17 walks, and given up 18 hits. That pitch, I'll say he did not go around, so he checks his swing. Be 1 ball and no strike. Other action from last night. The St. Joseph Mustangs were able to beat the Sedalia Bombers at Sedalia 8-7. And Nevada Griffins beat the Joplin Outlaws 11-8 at Nevada. And our game suspended 6-4. Next offering swung on and missed. Even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Said Blake Gasaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Finishing up the game that got suspended last night. We'll have a little break, and then we'll be back for our regular scheduled game. That's set for a 7 o'clock start. That pitch called strike 2. So Zink will have to protect the plate now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The Bugs again are out. This is tall grass here, that one upstairs. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zink will dig back in, right-handed batter. Next offering, that one upstairs. So that takes us full 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count. So Young will look back in. As a runner on third base, that's the tying run. Next pitch into Zink, swing and a miss for out number 2. Stepping in now, first baseman Carter Mize. He is 0 for 1 in the game, including last night. He had 3 walks last night and hit into an out at second base. So he'll have 2 outs here. Hamilton Anderson in the on-deck circle. Tommy Reether standing at third base. Renegades have plated 1, looking to tie it up here. If Mize could get a ball somewhere in the grass. Or take the lead if he hits it out of the park. First pitch, that one's rocketed foul. So that'll put him down to the count at no balls and 1 strike. Mize leading the team in hits. Tied for the lead with home runs at 4. Him and Hamilton Anderson tied with those 4 runs. 4 home runs apiece. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. Center fielder going over. He'll make the running grab for out number 3. Well, there was 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. as it is a one-run game at 6-5. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
On the mound for the Renegades, getting the start here as we resume play will be Mick Vonfelt. Vonfelt, a left-handed thrower. He's 5'11", 170-pounder, freshman at Missouri S&T. He's from St. Charles, Iowa. Vonfelt has a record of 2-0, pitched in 8 games, has a 6.96 ERA, has 10 in the third innings worked, 10 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 13 hits. That's his line. We'll check to see who. Well, the Mudcats are set to send hitters 4, 5, and 6 to the plate as we got suspended top of the first. Luce will foul the first ball off as he is playing third base. He's down on the count at 0-1. Did have an 0 for 3 night, but did reach first base on an error. So no balls, 1 strike to count. That one downstairs and takes us to 1-1. Vonfelt's next offering. That one downstairs. Takes it 2 balls and 1 strike. So trying to get this game in and get the second one in before the Storms get here. That one also downstairs. That makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Are some Storms headed this way, but it'll be a walk issued to Luce. So he'll jog on down to first base, but I think we can maybe get around what's headed this way. Stepping in now will be first baseman Tanner Sears. He had a 1 for 3 night last night. Hit into a 1-3 out, a 6-3 out. Did have a single into center field and then ended up scoring after being moved around the base path on a wild pitch. Was able to score on a hit a couple batters later. First pitch to him, that one downstairs in the dirt, ball 1. In the lineups, going left to right. In the outfield, left field will be Zink. Center fielder will be Reether. Right fielder will be Patton. Third base, Denoyer. Keelholz at shortstop. Drew Mize at second. Carter Mize on first. Deal behind home plate. On the mound, Mick Vonfelt. That one also misses. That makes it 2 balls and no strikes. You're going to have a conversation on the mound real quick. Taking a look at the standings here. As for the South Division, obviously our game is in limbo here, but due to the action last night, the Renegades are tied for the top spot in the South Division. Renegades at 12-13, Joplin Outlaws at 11-12. So they are tied at top spot. Sedalia Bombers, they're a half game back with a 12-14 record. And then Nevada Griffins a game and a half back. They're at 11-15. So if the Renegades can get the win tonight, that'll help out their cause there and then pick up a win in the second game tonight. In the North Division, Clarinda A's, they're all alone atop at a record of 20-3. St. Joseph Mustangs, they're full 8 games back at 12-11. Mudcats, they sit at 9.5 games back at 9-11. And the Des Moines Peak Prospects, they're 12.5 games back with a record of 7-15. That pitch misses somehow. I think the umpire forgot to put his hand up for strike. That looked pretty good from here. So we're here at Schaefer Stadium in Clarinda. That one misses, so 4-pitch walk issued to Sears. So back-to-back walks. So now should be left fielder Grayson Barrett. He was the representative in the home run derby for Chillicothe. Last night he was oh for 3. He did reach first base on an error, but then was thrown out as he tried to take second base. It was an E5 with a 5-4 putout. That one in the dirt goes back behind the backstop, so everybody's going to advance on that wild pitch. And that'll be runners at second and third. Nobody out here as we play bottom of the 7th inning. We're trying to wrap up this game that was suspended last night due to lightning, and we'll play another game after this. That one straight down central, called strike 1. The runners in scoring position on second and third. Barrett digs in, has a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bonfeld will look in. Left-hander gets the sign. That pitch is going to be hard hit ball, and it's going to go through to center field, and it's going to score at least 1. And that stops in shallow center field, and it scores 2. That's a 2 RBI single, clears the base path, so Barrett has got 2 RBIs. I think hit the edge of the grass and just stopped right there. So it'll be an 8-5 ball game now in favor of the Mudcats. And that's going to do it for the evening for Mick Vonfelt. We'll have a pitching change here. Yes, give me a second here. Let me get it pulled up. So now pitching will be Colton Holscher. Get his line in just a second. Holscher comes in. He is a Jefferson City product. He's also a southpaw. 6'2", 165-pounder. He is a sophomore. So he enters here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Get his line in just a second. So he's pitched in 7 games, has 1 save. He has a 2.07 ERA. He's pitched 8 2/3 innings of work. He's had 11 strikeouts, 6 walks, giving up 9 hits. So he will go through a couple more tosses. And stepping to the plate will be catcher Jackson Hota. Hota reached first base his last at bat on an E5, then took second on an E3, was moved over on a hit to third base. Sorry, he took a walk to lead off. I'm sorry. Took a walk. That got him on first, then reached second on an E2. Got over to third base, then had an E5 to score a run. Has 2 strikeouts otherwise. That first pitch, that one misses, ball 1. Couldn't read my chicken scratch there. 2 runs plated here to match the 1 run in the top of the 7th for the Renegades. It's 8-5. That one, this is just outside. Takes the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Olsher will look in. Check the runner on first. Next offering, that one upstairs. That takes it 3 balls, no strikes. Mink League action scheduled for today. Well, it's a busy, busy day. Of course, our game here that picks up where it was suspended last night. We've got another full game scheduled after this one. That was originally scheduled for today. That pitch down central called strike 1. So we'll end up playing 2 games here. First one not a full game, just a couple innings of work. Des Moines Peak Prospects, they're hosting the Sedalia Bombers. That one swung on and missed. That takes us full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Their first game was at 5 o'clock. The second one at 7:30. I think I might have told you wrong. The Sedalia Bombers hosting that at Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia. Joplin Outlaws playing on the road in Nevada at Lions Stadium. They're set for a 7:05 start. That one misses. Third walk of the inning issued. So now stepping in will be second baseman Petey Taylor. So Taylor checked in the bottom of the 5th inning last night, so he will continue to stay in on second base. He hit into an out to the second baseman. Other game scheduled for tonight at Phil Welch Stadium. Clarinda A's playing at St. Joe, taking on the Mustangs. So lots of Mink League action today. Petey Taylor will show bunt. He'll lay it down third base line, and everybody's going to be safe as he will leg out an infield bunt. So now we'll have bases loaded. Now we'll have shortstop Peyton Allen. He's had a walk, 0 for 2 otherwise. Flew out to left field, hit into a 4-3 put out. He is a right-handed batter. Has bases juiced here in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch, that one fouls out of play. Hits the net. What is that? Would have been right over my head. Said this grass is very high here. That almost buries the ball. So no balls, 1 strike to count. Olsher will look in. Trying to work out of the jam. Bases loaded. Nobody out. That one bounces to home plate. So that makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Deal stops that ball with his chest protector, so nobody can advance. We said runners across the board here. 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be fouled out of play. I might have hit somebody's car over there in the parking lot. Hit something. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Allen will dig back in. Olsher gets the sign. He's ready. Pitch on the way. That one upstairs. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mudcats leading 8-5 as they plated 2. Renegades in the top of the 7th came back within 1 at 6-5. Now they trail 8-5. That one is going to drop in right field. Patton slides as he tries to get it, and it'll advance everybody 1 base. He had a long run to get there. Allen just threw the bat out, connected with it, and he's got an RBI single. So that scores another run. That makes it 9-5. That ball's going to be retired as it landed in a mud hole out there. So everybody moves around the base path. Stepping in now, top of the lineup, designated hitter Zach Stewart. Stewart had a walk, a single, a 2 RBI double, reached first on an E5. That first pitch misses, ball 1. It's now a 9-5 ball game. That pitch that downstairs makes it 2-0. As we said when we showed up here to the ballpark, there was standing water out between first and second base, out deep in the dirt there. They got it cleaned up, though. Swing and a miss for strike one. Players and coaching staff were out there working very hard to try to get that cleaned up and use a lot of dirt dry as well, but we're able to get it in at least somewhat of a playable condition. Swing and a miss for strike two. So that makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one swung on, strike 3, and that is just the first out of the inning.
Now to bat for the Mudcats, the center fielder, number 10, Braden Brewer.
So now stepping in will be center fielder Braden Brewer. He had 3 RBIs. He's going to foul that one out of play. So he'll be down to the count at 0-1. Had an RBI double, RBI single, fly out to left field. Had a single. And was able to work around the bases and score in the very first inning last night. That one's going to hit him, so he'll be hit by pitch. That'll walk in a run. So that'll be another run plated. Everybody will move around the frame. Now right fielder Josh Swinehart. Swinehart, the 9th batter to come to the plate here. Just like that, it is a 10-5 ball game. Swinehart playing right field. He's had a fly out to center field, a walk, fly out in foul territory to first base, and a 5-3 put out. First pitch to him. He's going to send that one foul and out of play. So he'll be down to the count at 0-1. Love to see him get a ground ball here. Hit into a double play. As force at any base, with the bases loaded. Holscher's next offering, that one upstairs. Evens the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Next offering on the way, that one upstairs. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Says it's 69 degrees here at the ballpark. It was a muggy 72 yesterday, but it sure felt like it was in the middle 80s. 10-5 Mudcat lead. Swung on and missed. Evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Holscher on the mound. He'll get the sign. He'll look in. That one swung on and missed. And Swinehart is out, number 2. So we'll go to the 10th batter of the frame.
Now to bat, third baseman, number 19, Lucas Luz.
Lucas Luce will step in. He led off things with a walk, so he is having his second at-bat in the inning here. First pitch to him, misses, ball 1. That pitch going to be hit a mile high in the air. Reether will camp under it. He will make the grab for out number 3. However, there were 4 runs plated, and it's 10-5 in favor of the Mudcats. Now we'll pause as we'll go to the top of the 8th inning. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
New pitcher in the ball game. Josh Swinehart has come on to pitch. First appearance on the mound for Swinehart. He was playing right field, so not sure who's in right field, but we have somebody new out there. So Swinehart will be on the mound as it'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7. Designated hitter Hamilton Anderson steps in. He had a single and a double, as well as a strikeout. A 3-4. That one fouled out of play. So he'll be down to the count. No balls, 1 strike. Next offering to him. That one misses. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike as we're nearing 6:30 here at the ballpark. Like as we hear on the Show Me Sports Network, Hamilton's going to hit it into left field, so he'll have a single. Yes, he takes it to the opposite field. He'll be standing on first base. Now, coming to plate will be right fielder Andrew Patton. So Patton will step in. He's had a walk, an RBI, double, a single that he scored on. Also scored after he hit that RBI double, and a strikeout. 10-5 ball game in favor of the Mudcats. That pitch called strike 1. He's got 1 on, no out here. Next offering. That one low, but he swung at it, so that'll take it 1 ball and no strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw over to first base. Hamilton back safely. Ball is going to go past the first baseman, but because of the sloppy conditions, Anderson will stay at first base. Didn't try to go to second. We saw him last night almost dig his cleat, dig his spike into the second base. Built up a little mound over there as he was trying to slide into second base. It is relatively soft, very sandy. So 1-1 offering on the way from Swinehart. Patton is going to bloop it into shallow center field, so he'll have a single. It'll be back-to-back singles as Anderson will be over on first base. Patton will be at first. So first and second, nobody out here. Shortstop Joseph Keelholz, he'll step in. He was hit by a pitch, had an RBI double, had a sack 4-3, and had a single to left field. 2 on, nobody out. Mudcats leading 10-5 here as we play in the top of the 8th inning. Swinehart again looks in. He'll get the sign. First offering to Keelholz. He'll show bunt, pull it back, take ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes to count in the on-deck circle. Seth DeNoyer, the third baseman. 2 on, nobody out here. 10-5 Mudcat lead over the Renegades. That one upstairs and outside. Ball 2. Keelholz will dig back in. Left-handed batter. Swinehart checks the runner at second. Second look in. Now his next offering, that one downstairs in the dirt. That makes it 3-0. Still nobody out here. 2 runners on. Anderson at second. Patton on first. Both of them having back-to-back singles. 3-0 offering on its way. That one called strike 1. Keelholz was taking all the way. So 3-1 count. Pitch will be forthcoming. 3-1 offering. And Keelholz is going to hit it on the fly to the first baseman. And they'll have a double play as caught by the first baseman. Tags out Patton. As Keelholz trying to rip that into right field. And that ends up being a double play. So Seth DeNoyer will step back in. He's had a walk, an RBI, double, a hit by pitch, and a strikeout. So 2 outs here. In the top of the 8th inning, DeNoyer will dig in. Hamilton Anderson on second base. He's the only runner on the base path. DeNoyer fouled that one out of play. That'll put him down in the count. No balls, 1 strike. And Swinehart on the mound for the Mudcats. He was playing over in right field. So he's been replaced. 0-1 offering. That one in there for called strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. DeNoyer at bat. He's a right-handed batter. He'll dig back in. Swinehart checks. Anderson at second. There's the pitch. That one inside. He takes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Mudcats plating 4 the last inning. Renegades just plating 1, but that makes it a 10-5 ball game. Neuer swings and misses at that one, and that is out number 3. So the Renegades got 2 hits, unable to score any runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning as you're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Goodell Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Goodell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning.
People join Walk MS.
We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning here. As it'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7 coming to plate. There were 10 batters come to bat the last inning. Stepping in will be first baseman Tanner Sears. Sears walked his last at bat. Had a 1-3 put out, a 6-3 put out, and has had a single to center field. So we play bottom of the 8th inning. Holscher still on the mound. First pitch misses, ball 1. So Sears ahead in the count at 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 offering. He's going to hit that into center field, so he'll have a single. Is that one just going to take a couple bounces into the grass and stop right there? So he'll be standing on first base. Left fielder Grayson Barrett.
Next up to bat, the left fielder, number 39.
He will step in. So Barrett, his last at bat, had a 2 RBI single. He will step in. Left-handed batter against left-handed thrower. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Holscher again on the mound for the Renegades. Mudcats lead 10-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. That one misses outside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Holscher being very deliberate on the mound. He'll take a deep breath, check the runner at first base for that leadoff single. Next delivery, that one's going to be a slow roller. Mize cannot get it at first base, and it'll be into the outfield as Mize could not put a glove on it. And it will go as a single. Well, this infield just not real clean to work on right now. Mize couldn't get a good jump on it. Drew Mize could not get over very quickly either, as when he got over there, he was just in the edge of the grass, and it's very sloppy. Catcher Jackson Hoda comes in, no out, 2 on. First offering to him, upstairs, ball 1. 2 on, nobody out here. Mudcats lead 10-5. Runners on first and second. That pitch called strike 1. It's not even set at 1 ball and 1 strike. Holscher will look in again. That pitch just a bit upstairs. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Holscher will look back in. That pitch way upstairs. Evens it at 3 balls, 1 strike. Hota at bat. He took a walk his last at bat. Was able to score as well. Swing and a miss. That takes us full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Hota will dig back in. Holscher's payoff pitch will be forthcoming. On his way, runner's going to go to third, throw down there, and looks like not in time. So Hota is walked. So we'll go as a stolen base. However, everybody's going to move around the base path anyways. So second baseman, Petey Taylor. He will step in. He is 1 for 2, legged out a bunt to third base earlier. Base is loaded. He's going to hit a foul ball down the first base line. Taylor will be down in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Be just a second here as they go retrieve that baseball. Plate umpire cleans off home plate. I say we're ready to get back underway here. Bases loaded, nobody out. 0-1 pitch to Taylor. He's going to rip that one foul again down the first base line. Same place, just a little further. Taylor, a left-handed batter. That pitch, that one's going to be popped up. Keelhole's going back on it. He'll make the grab. Runner's going to go home, but decides to put the brakes on, so that will be out number 1. That is Sears. He decided he maybe shouldn't go home. Shortstop, Peyton Allen will step in. He had an RBI single his last at bat. So again, bases loaded. Mize will be playing on the infield part of the grass. At first base, Denoyer in a little close too. That one's going to be sliced foul towards the first base dugout. So Allen will be down in the count at 0-1 strike. Olsher looks in. 0-1 offering. That one's fouled out over the first base dugout, so it's 0-2 now. 1 out here as we play the bottom of the 8th. Mudcats lead 10-5 here over the Renegades. Oh, 2 pitch. That one's going to be blooped into right field. Andrew Patton goes over, runs out of real estate, so that'll be foul. New set of baseballs delivered to the home plate umpire. Patton ran out of real estate trying to come up with that foul ball. So still no balls, 2 strikes. That ball in the dirt. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Sears on third base. Barrett on second. Hota at first. 1 out. So we play bottom of the 8th. That pitch upstairs. Takes the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Can tell who's warming up down in the bullpen for the Renegades. That one called strike 3. That will be out number 2. Allen thought he was going to have a full count. Designated hitter Zach Stewart will step in. He's had a strikeout, reached first on E5 throwing error, had an RBI double, had a single into center field, and took a walk. Olsher trying to work out of this bases loaded jam. We had bases loaded, nobody out. Now we have 2. That one will be chopped foul. I'll put Stewart down in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Olsher looks in, gets the sign, 0-1 pitch, that one in the dirt. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Dell doing a great job behind home plate tonight. He shifted over, kept that in front of him. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs now. Stewart at bat. Next offering. Allen low. Gets away from Dell, but not far enough for anybody to advance. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Stewart will step back into the right-handed batter's box. Next offering on the way. That was a hard hit ball. Going towards center field. Coming in, making the catch is Reether. That'll be out number 3. So despite having the bases loaded, Nothing doing there for the Mudcats. They lead 10-5. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage for Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
People join Walk MS to raise awareness and funds that change the world for everyone affected by multiple sclerosis. Walk MS brings communities together, creating teams with friends, loved ones, and coworkers to rally around those we care about and end MS forever. Together, we can change the world for people with MS. Register today at walkms.org.
The strength of our country hasn't just been won on the battlefield. It's won every day in our communities when we come together in our toughest times. For over 100 years, the American Legion has been strengthening communities by providing life-saving help and support to our veterans and neighbors during our nation's toughest times.
It's what the Legion's all about.
We are the American Legion, veterans strengthening America. To learn how you can help, visit legion.org.
Well, the Renegades will be down to their last 3 outs here as they trail 10-5. So we play in the top of the 9th inning. Don't forget we have another game set after this one as we had to suspend the game last night. We played back-to-back games here in Chillicothe. One last night, one today. However, Lightning suspended the game last night, so we're finishing up. That was suspended top of the 7th inning, finishing this part up for last night's game. Then we'll have a second game as Renegades will send hitters 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. That'll be Drew Mize, top of the lineup with Caden Deal and Tommy Reether. So Drew Mize has been able to have his second hit in a Renegades uniform as he had a single in his last at bat. First pitch to him taken inside. Ball 1. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes to count. Next offering from Swinehart, that one downstairs and low. Makes it 2 balls, no strike to count. Renegades have to find a way to score 5 runs here in this inning to go to the bottom of the 9th. That one inside. Close to hitting Mize, but stands tall in that right-handed batter's box. 3 balls, no strike count. In top of the lineup, Caden Deal in the on-deck circle. Swinehart's next offering, that one taken all the way, called strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. As Mize will dig back in. That one upstairs, walked him. So he'll have a leadoff walk as he jogs on down to first base. Now stepping to plate, top of the order. Catcher, Caden Deal. So he's going to step in with Mize on first base. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. First pitch to him. He's going to hit that into right field. He's got his first single of the game, and it'll be no outs, runners on first and second. So center fielder Tommy Reether will step in. In the on-deck circle, left fielder Joe Zink. Either one of them can get on base. It'll be first baseman Carter Mize. Then due up in the 5th hole would be designated hitter Hamilton Anderson. So Swinehart is going to be off the mound. They'll have a pitching change. See what they're going to do there. This looks like Peyton Allen will be pitching now. Peyton Allen will come in from shortstop. I'll bring in a new shortstop.
Pitching for the Mudcats.
Zach Swinehart's going to go to second base. Peyton Allen will be the new pitcher on the mound for the Mudcats. He's only pitched in one game, has a 9.00 ERA, but does have a save to his credit. He worked one inning, had one strikeout, gave up 2 hits. So that's his line. That pitch, only game he's pitched, was the June 19th contest, the 4-2 win for the Mudcats over the Renegades. That was at Jeff City. Faced 4 batters in that contest. Gave up 1 run. It was earned. Had 2 hits. That 1 strikeout, just faced 4 batters. The Renegades trying to rally. With 2 on, nobody out. And Tommy Reether will step in. So he's had an RBI triple. That was his last at bat. Had a 6-3 put out, a walk. Had a stolen base after he got a single, put him on first base, and a 4-3 put out.
Now to bat, the center fielder, number 16, Joe Zink.
So Reether will step in. He's a left-handed batter. They're going to change a little bit of their defensive assignment. Now we should be ready. Reether will dig in. And he'll open that stance up a little bit, dig that left foot deep in the batter's box. Right foot's pointed towards first base. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. That puts him down to the count, and no balls in 1 strike. He'll dig back in. A 1 offering will be forthcoming. That one's outside. Delayed call, strike 2. That'll make it no balls, 2 strikes to count. That pitch low. Taking 1 ball and 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That pitch misses outside. Evens it at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colin Demmel in the on-deck circle, so he will be a substitution. Pinch hitter. 2 runners on, and Tommy's going to bloop that one into left field. Left fielder's going to come on and make the grab for out number 1. Colin Demmel will come to bat now.
The first baseman, number 14, Carter Mize.
So a pinch hitter as Colin Demmel will come in to bat. Demmel enters here in the top of the 9th inning. He's hitting a 156 coming into the ball game today. Has 2 on and 1 out. We play top of the 9th inning. 10-5. Mudcats have 10 runs, just 5 runs for the Renegades. This ball game, we said, got suspended last night, so we had to pick it up today. Allen on the mound will look in. He'll get the sign. First pitch, that one downstairs in the dirt. Ball 1. So he will look back in, get the sign. Checks runner at second. That pitch caught the outside part of the corner. Evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Mize at first base after he took a walk. Deal. Advanced him over. That one misses. For ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. 2 on. That one in the dirt. Takes us 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, Renegades have to find a way to score 5 runs if they want to force the bottom of this inning. Keep the game going. Swing and a miss. That puts the count at full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Demo will step back in. Allen looks in from the mound. Payoff pitch. On its way. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. Center fielder and right fielder coming over. Right fielder will make the grab. And that'll be out number 2. Makes it on the fly. So that is out number 2.
Next at the bat, the DH, number 11, Hamilton.
Now batting, first baseman Carter Mize. Hamilton Anderson in the on-deck circle. Like to see Hammy get to bat. He is not up yet. PA announcer has been most of this inning ahead. 1 player ahead every time. So 2 on, 2 out here. Mize digs in, first pitch upstairs, ball 1. Drew Mize at second base. Deal on first base. Carter Mize at the plate. 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside, ball 2. Mize has already been issued 3 walks in this ball game. If he were to get on here with a walk, that would load the bases up. Next offering. That one misses. 3 balls, no strike count. Mize will step back in to the left-handed batter's box. Three-0 pitch. That one downstairs. 4-pitch walk issued to Mize. So Mize will be on first base with a walk. Both Mize's have been given free passes. Now, designated hitter Hamilton Anderson steps in. Bases loaded. 2 out here. His team trails by 5 at 10-5. Let's have a team tying 4 home runs. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Would make it an interesting ball game. Bring him within 1 if he were to send one over the green fence here. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. It is going to get into right field, and it'll score 1 run as he'll have an RBI single. So he adds to his hit total. He is just behind Mize with the team leading total.
Next up to bat, the right fielder, number 3, Andrew Tater.
So that sends everybody 1 base forward. Scores Drew Mize from third base. Patton in now. First pitch to him, misses low, ball 1. So I'll lead down to 4 at 10-6. Andrew Patton, the right fielder. He had a single his last at bat. Swing and a miss. Makes a 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 offering on its way. He's going to foul that one down the third base line. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Peyton Allen on the mound for the Mudcats. Mudcats lead by 4 at 10-6. Bases loaded. Patton at the plate. That one in the dirt. That's going to get by Hota. And Deal is going to come home on the wild pitch. Everybody advances around the base path. So everybody moves forward. Another run is scored. Carter Mize will go to third. Hamilton Anderson goes to second. It's now a 3-run ball game at 10-7. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Patton will dig back in. Next offering is swung on and missed. And that will be out, number 3. And that will close out the ball game as the Mudcats are able to win the game that was suspended last night. They win it by a final of 10-7. As we were suspended at 6-4.
Mudcats 10 and the visiting Renegades 7. Thank you for coming out to Schaefer Park for tonight's game. Our next game will be today in a few moments against
So the Mudcats
back out to Schaefer Park where we will be.
win that game. As we'll take a break, get things set, and then be back for game 2 as look like the Renegades were going to try to rally but just come up short as they fall by a final of 10-7. However, they get a chance to redeem themselves with the Mudcats as we've got another game on tap. As we will take a pause here. It's probably going to be about a 15 to 20 minute break. Then we'll be back and get you on with the pregame as you're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades baseball here in the Show Me Sports Network. Till I talk to you in about 15 or 20 minutes from now. This is Blake Gazaway. Till I talk to you with our pregame. It'll be a short pregame, but we'll get it on and we'll get you set for the first pitch as it'll be the second game today here as the Mudcats will be hosting the Renegades. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place?
You've been listening to the best game coverage in the Mink League on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball, the Show Me Sports Network, and the Renegades Radio Network. Blake Gazaway, Grayson Smith, and the broadcast crew are the guys that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball has been brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, Hitachi ABB Power Grid, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com and JeffCityRenegades.com. The Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network, your exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball.